Good day! Once more, this is Teacher Onins and welcome to TLE Home Economics class. Our lesson, Preparing Feasible and Practical Budget. Read these words. 1. Feasible. 2. Practical. 3. Gauge. 4. Embroidery. 5. Thimble. As a review, what was our lesson last week? Study the picture and tell something about it. How many members are there in the family? Why do you think they are happy? Do you think the needs and wants of the children are provided by the parents? Why or why not? As a family member, you should know the different things you consider in preparing budget for the family. If you have something you want and something that you need, which should be prioritized first? In this lesson, you will learn on how to prepare a feasible and practical budget as well on how to efficiently manage family resources. Now these are the factors affecting family budget. 1. Amount of income. The higher the family income, the greater the amount the family can include the budgeting. The smaller the income, the more limited the amount to sustain the family needs. 2. Size and composition of the family. The more family members, the more allocation for basic need. Also, if the family members are still young and growing up, there is a greater allocation for food, health, and clothing. 3. Values of the family. Different family and individuals have different values, so they have different priorities on how to spend the money. 4. Needs and wants of the family. This motivates the family members to work hard. Needs should be prioritized in budgeting over wants. Family budgeting is a wise use of family resources. It is a practical skill which everyone should know and apply in life. Wise budgeting allocates primarily for basic needs. It also provides for emergency funds. This may include the expenses when one gets sick or other urgent needs. Every member should know how to prioritize their needs. He or she should know if what he or she is buying really a need or wants. Now observe this illustration. We call this the 70-20-10 in budgeting. This can be monthly depending on the pay schedule of the family members. If you will look at the chart, 7% is intended for the fixed expenses, while the 20% is for savings, and the remaining 10% is for leisure or emergency. The basic needs of the family include the following. A. Food. The biggest portion of the family income is spent for food, including the other needs are things bought in the groceries and sari-sari store. B. Housing. It includes rental fee, real estate taxes, premium on insurances, repair and maintenances. C. Clothing. This includes all kinds of clothing being used by the family, shoes, socks, handkerchief, and others. And D. Education. It refers to tuition fees, books, school supplies, and allowances. E. Payment for services. It refers to electricity, water and telephone bills, and helpers' salary. F. Savings. It refers to the amount being set aside for emergency expenses or future plans. G. Miscellaneous expenses. It includes gifts, medicine, and contributions. Now here is a sample computation of a family budget. Mendoza family is composed of four members, the parents and the two daughters. Their combined net income is $24,000. Following the 70-20-10 principle of budgeting, their budget can be presented as shown below. 70% of 24,000 pesos is equal to 16,800 pesos and is allocated for expenses, while the 20% of 24,000 pesos, which is equal to 4,800 pesos, is budgeted for savings, and the remaining 10% of 24,000 pesos, which is equivalent to 2,400 pesos, is intended for emergency fund. Now for the expenses of 16,800 pesos, they are breakdown as follows. The 11,300 pesos is for food allotment. The 3,500 pesos is for allowances or baon, and 500 pesos for electric bill, 300 pesos for water consumption, and 1,200 pesos for miscellaneous needs. Now let's find out. Let's help our parents in budgeting. The situation is, your parents' monthly income is only 7,000 pesos. How will you help them allocate the percentage of their monthly income to the following budget components? So we have here a table. First column is for budget component, namely food, education, utilities, savings, and emergency. For the second column, you will get the percentage allocation. You will give the percentage allocation per budget component, and based from your percentage allocation, get the amount allocated based on the monthly income. Very good. Now answer these questions. 1. What are the factors to be considered in preparing a family budget expenses? 2. What are the tips in managing the family income wisely? 3. How should a family manage their resources or budget income practically? Now for your seat work, identify the following. 1. The higher the family income, the greater the amount the family can. 1. The higher the family income, the greater the amount the family can include in budgeting. 2. The more family members, the more allocation for basic need. 3. Different families and individuals have different values, so they have different priorities on how to spend money. 4. This motivates the family members to work hard. And 5. If you have money to buy, which should you prioritize? Need or want? Very good. Now for your assignment, answer the following situations below. Write the answer on a separate sheet of paper. Adopt the 70-20-10 principle of budgeting for the following families. Show the recommended breakdown of their expenses. Bersana's family, with 4 family members, combined net family income is 70,000 pesos a month. Then get the breakdown of expenses, which consists 70% under expenses, 20% under savings, and 10% under emergency fund. Do you have any questions? Once more, this is Teacher Onins. Thank you and see you again.
Thank you.